And let's move into chess. Remember, over 400 players are in the country and they're taking part in the 2018 Kenya Open Chess Championships here in Nairobi. And we now cross over to Linda Rotuno, who is at Karen, where the championships are taking place. Rotuno, if you can bring us up to speed, what are we expecting this afternoon in the Chess Kenya Open Championships?
At the moment, the matches have just begun as from around 2 p.m. And today, as compared to yesterday, Uganda have proved to be quite the competition. As at yesterday, we had Kenya bringing in a big challenge. And at the moment, the matches are going on. And what is required is maximum silence. That is why we are standing outside here. And as you can see behind me, we have some of the players. And the mixed categories, we have the ladies and we have the junior, and in this tournament it's one of the biggest events to be held, and this is the 17th edition of the KCB Chess Open 2018, and we have a number of players taking part, as you have said, and narrowing down to countries. We have Kenya, we have Uganda, we have South Sudan, and we have Somalia. As compared to the results that trickled in yesterday, the tables have changed, have turned rather, and we have Kenya not taking a back seat, but having quite the competition. And we have a number of categories. Among them, we have the prestige category, which is quite prestigious, as you can hear. We have the challengers section, we have the ladies, and we also have the junior category, and within that we have the under 10, under 12, under 16. And by the end of this competition, which ends tomorrow, this is day 3, rather day 4 of the competition. Actually, it's the day 3 of the competition, and we have prizes that are going to be awarded to the players by the end of the event. In the prestige category, for example, we have an amount of 100,000 shillings, which will go to the winner, and for the first runners-up, we'll have 50,000 shillings, and we'll also have 25,000 shillings for the third place. In the open section, we'll have 50,000 shillings going for the winner. In the ladies category, we'll have 30,000 shillings. And in the junior category, we have the winners in all of the category will be awarded 10,000 shillings for the first position, 3,000 shillings for the second position, and 2,000 shillings for the third position. And for the prestige category, there will be awards from the first position to the sixth position. And right now, actually, joining me are a few of the players. We have both Ugandan and Kenyan players who've been sweating it out the whole day. And maybe on to the first player of the day, we have, kindly go ahead, introduce yourself. Tell us maybe what title you hold in the event.
Okay, my name is Benjamin Magana. I am the KCB chess team captain, and I'm also the Kenya national champion. And round 6 has just begun. So we are raring to go in after the interview.
And maybe being the national champion, how would you say the competition has been since it began on Friday?
Very well organized. Kudos to the sponsors, KCB group, and we really appreciate that. And also the organizers, the arbiters have put in a splendid performance. Everything is running on time and all that. We have very tough competition from our neighboring countries, especially Uganda. Right now, there are a couple of Ugandans on the top boards, and we're trying to fight with them and give our best. So it's a tough competition.
We have Kenya and Uganda, which have been the songs of the competition so far, but where does Somalia and South Sudan feature in terms of competition?
Well, South Sudan have a couple of players, not as many, the same with Somalia, but these are very talented players. And for South Sudan and for Somalia, the players are based in Kenya, unlike for the Ugandans who travel across Migingo and across the border. But the South Sudanese and the Somalis, they are comparably fewer in number, but also quite tough.
And maybe what are your expectations by the end of the competition?
To get a podium finish. I'll give it all I've got, and just to give my all, yes.
Being the national champion and you're experiencing quite the competition here, what are the chances that you will retain your title?
Well, this is not the national championship. This is more Kenya Open, which means it's open to foreigners. That's why the Ugandans are here, for example. But in terms of my chances to win this tournament, well, anything can happen in chess. It's never over until it's over. So we are still fighting it out.
Okay, thank you so much. And moving on, we have the second lady. Kindly step forward. Introduce yourself. Maybe tell us what position you hold in the competition so far.
My name is Ivy Moko. I'm a FIDE master, woman FIDE master from Uganda. Currently, I think I'm in position, not so sure, I think 5 or something. Yeah, so it's still, the competition is still stiff. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes from there.
And Ivy, you posed quite a challenge for the Kenyan competitors here as from yesterday. How do you think you're faring on today?
Today started off better. I have another tough competitor I'm playing in the afternoon. It's not easy to say until you get there. So it's hard to predict before because the players are very tough, very talented. Yeah, I just have to bring my best as well. Yeah.
And who are some of the competition who have been at your neck in this competition?
I lost to Joyce Nyarai yesterday. I think she's Kenya's #1 currently. And then I drew with another Kenyan lady called Winnie Thito. Yeah, I managed to win the rest of my games, also against Kenyans and then a fellow Ugandan.
And maybe what are the chances Ugandans will be the star of the competition this time round?
Like Ben Magana says, it's not over until it's over. So it's very hard to predict, especially when you have a strong field of players. It's very hard to predict, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Joining us is another individual. Kindly go ahead, introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm Harold Wanyama from Uganda, a FIDE master by title.
And how is the competition for you so far?
Competition has been actually very tough, though so far so good. I have 4.5 out of 5. I'm currently leading, but with 2 rounds to go, it's anyone's game.
And what would you say about the participation, the number of people who turned up for this event?
Oh, the participation has been great. Prestige has been few, but that's because they put a rating limit. It has been few, but of very high quality. So many strong players. And I see there are quite a number of people also in the challengers section playing some good chess. So it's been a very good event. Yes.
Maybe finally, what are your expectations?
Yeah, hopefully to finish in the podium as well. We'll see how it goes.
Thank you so much. How are you today? And kindly introduce yourself. Tell us what position you're playing in this competition.
Okay, I'm Joyce Nyarai. I'm a woman candidate master from the Technical University of Kenya, and I'm also the national champion. Playing in the ladies section so far. Yes.
What is the feel of being the national champion in chess?
It's a nice feeling knowing that you can tackle these ladies, but it's also a challenge because you have to keep on keeping on. Yes.
And this is just one among the many events that have been held in the country. What do you see is the future of chess in the country as compared to other sports that we normally have?
Currently in chess, we have seen international events, and we are expecting much more since our numbers are growing. Recently, we held junior championships, national junior championships in Kaimosi, attracting around 900 players. Okay, so we have much expectations in the chess arena. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And on to our final player. Kindly go ahead, introduce yourself. Tell us what category you're playing in this competition.
My name is Goreti Angolikin, woman FIDE master from Uganda, and I'm playing in the ladies section.
And Goreti, in this event?
Okay, the event is kind of tough compared to the Ugandan tournaments because the Kenyan ladies have greatly improved. Actually, I'm surprised. They are playing at a really high strength. Yeah.
And as at yesterday, Kenya was leading, and by today, tables have turned. Uganda is leading. What happened in between?
Okay, some people lost games, and you meet each other, then others win, others lose, but still, actually, in the ladies section, Kenyans are still leading. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Goreti. And On to the last person. Joining me is an official. Maybe kindly go ahead, introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Bernard Wanjala, the Chess Kenya chairman.
And being the Chess Kenya chairman, I assume you oversee the whole event. How has it been this year?
Yeah, I think for us, we have made the expectation. We wanted to create this event to be one of the biggest in the country. And of course, if you look at the turn-up, I'm impressed. Yeah.
And we have just 4 countries, that is Kenya, Uganda, South Sudan, and Somalia. Why not have more than just 4 countries?
Well, the aim first was to make this a regional tournament, East Africa family. If we want to go maybe continental, we normally have other events, but this was majorly to bring the East Africa family. And as you can see, we have Southern Sudan, we have Somalia. We had also an interest from Nigeria, but because of some logistics, he was not able to travel.
Considering what you've just said, what is the state of chess in the country?
Well, I can comfortably say this is one of the fastest growing sport. This is a sport to watch in the next 2 years. Because number one is the best that we have set at the junior section. I think you have gone through the junior section. You could see the quality of the moves that are young players making. And even the age itself, it tells you these are the people who are going to be bigger and bigger in the next few years.
Considering the categories present in the event, what was the method of selection for these players who are participating today?
Well, usually the world body rates all the players, so most of our Kenyan players are rated, and the rating ranges from 1,000 to 2,800. Now, basically, we separated all those who are rated above to 1,800 to be in prestige section. So every time you meet a player in prestige, you are meeting a strong player. Then we had a lower category where we had those below 1,800 and those who are not rated to play in challenger section, which also have quite an impressive prize fund. And that one was only open to Kenyans because we wanted our strong players to have a good experience with international players so that also they can improve because we are preparing for many international events and they need good experience.
And maybe if I can narrow down to the junior players, what initiatives are being taken to ensure that we have more players in this section? Because, as they say, the future of the country generally lies in these young players, and chess in its own is a game, but you cannot compare it to athletics. So how can we get there?
Well, for us to penetrate, we must have actually the local structures. And currently we have every county, we have a structure, we have the county committees, which runs actually chess in those counties. These are the people who conduct local trainings. And from last year, September, so many trainings have taken place. And that explains why this year we had the highest turn-up. In 2017, we had a turn-up of 300 players in the national championship. This year, we had 914, 3 times the number that we had last year. So that gives us hope that something right is being done, and chess is going to be a biggest sport compared to, actually, second to football. We are overtaking athletics in the near future. But for us to do that, we have to win. We have to send our players and give us medals. Yeah.
And maybe we have... these players, are they just from Nairobi region or do they come from other regions in the country, specifically for the Kenyan players?
No, they come across the country. The only region we are missing for the long time is northeastern. Because of logistics, we have not been able to get players who are able to travel all the way. But otherwise, the rest, National Championship and Kenya Open, we have players from Western Kenya, we have players from Kisumu, we have players from Mombasa, Nyeri, and so on. And all of them are showing very, very advanced level of play.
And so far we have the Kenyan team, which is doing quite some good job. What are your expectations for Team Kenya by the end of this event?
Well, our objective was actually to expose our players. Ugandans have been coming in Kenya. They win tournament. They win all the prize fund. And this time, tables have turned up. If you look at the standings in ladies section, from position 1 to position 5 are all Kenyans. If you look at the rating of the Ugandan players, the rating for Ugandan player is 1800. Our best Kenyan is rated 1600. That means we have a whopping 200-point cap. So in that case, we expected Ugandans to be doing better. But given that now they are doing from position 6, it means our Kenyan players have really improved, and I'm impressed.
And when do we expect to see our Kenyan players out there in international tournaments, maybe?
We have been going for many international events. Like last year, we did 6 events. This year, in fact, we have a bigger task. We are hosting Africa Youth Championship. In fact, the national championship was actually the selection point. And when you are hosting, you expect to win the championship. You expect to do better. One of these events are actually helping to train those who are selected. Secondly, we are having the camp, which will train those who are selected to prepare for that championship. It will be embarrassing to have an event in Kenya and the winners come from outside. I don't deny the fact that some of strong chess-playing nations in Africa, like South Africa, Egypt, are much far ahead. But we will give them a run for their money.
Thank you very much. Good luck to Team Kenya.
Thank you, thank you.
And Robinson, as you've heard, that is what is going on for the day. And among the players to look for in our Kenyan team, we have among them, we have Ben Magana, we have Joyce Nyaruai, and maybe with the Ugandan competition, we have Ivy Amoko. We also have from Kenya, Daphne Mukali, and we are hoping the best for Team Kenya, maybe by the end of the day, as it was earlier on, Uganda were giving Kenya a run for their money, but we do not know how this will end because the matches are still going on. So that is just it. Back to you, Robinson.